These long dog days of summer, I mean, we just made it through a heat wave. Mama was parched through this heat wave. I was hitting up Dunkin' every single day, and I will continue to probably for the rest of my days, but especially this summer. Dunkin' is helping everyone stay cool this summer with its lineup of refreshers. These drinks are packed with bold, fruity flavors and served ice cold. It's amazing. Dunkin' refreshers are the perfect afternoon pick-me-up. I like to start my morning with them personally, and then sometimes I go back for a second one because I'm just feeling crazy. They come in a variety of delicious flavors, including fan favorites mango pineapple and strawberry dragon fruit. And then for a limited time, there's black cherry and there's pink pineapple. I'm going to tell you something right now, and it's a bold claim, let me tell you, but I stand behind it. Pink pineapple will change your life. It is so good. It has me feeling like I'm sitting in a pool, resort side, just living, honey. It's so yummy. Try your favorite flavor with green tea, sparkling water, lemonade, or Dunkin's all-new limeade. I haven't tried the limeade yet, but I'm going to. Usually I get my drinks made with green tea and occasionally lemonade, but I do really like the green tea. Or if you don't want to build your own, try one of Dunkin's curated refreshers like the Cherry Lime Ricky or the Ultimate Pink Daydream. The Cherry Lime Ricky, scrumptious. I could drink like 3 of these a day. They're so freaking yummy. Head to Dunkin' today and find your favorite refresher. Dunkin' refreshers contain less than 1% fruit juice. Limited time offer. Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hey, it's Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. Now, I was looking for fun ways to tell you that Mint's offer of unlimited premium wireless for $15 a month is back. So I thought it would be fun if we made $15 bills. But it turns out that's very illegal. So there goes my big idea for the commercial. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
Hey, weirdos. I'm Alaina.
And I'm Ash.
And this is Morbid.
Oh, I came to the right party this
You
week.
came to the right party.
Okay.
It's a morbid party.
Everybody be a creep now. Creep, 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 creep.
We are.
Hey guys.
We are back.
We back.
For part 2 of David Parker Ray.
I'm surprised I came back, actually.
I'm actually surprised you came back. Welcome.
I have, like, what's that, when you come back to the captor, or, like, you start to feel bad
Stockholm Syndrome? Or not, yeah.
Yeah, Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah.
I have that with you. You,
Yeah.
like, captured me into this podcast.
See?
And I just keep coming
You just
back
keep
for
on
more
coming back.
abuse.
That's right. Forever and ever.
Awesome. Great.
Well, and I want to say this week is going to get worse.
Oh, good.
But then it's going to
I'm
get
glad.
like slightly better.
And then worse again?
Kind of. I'd say worse, better, and then like medium.
And then like you just have to like move on with
like
your
we're
life.
we're going to end on a note that's just like, okay.
And then maybe next week we said that we'll do something a little lighter.
Yeah, you know how we kind of told you we'll do like a fun fucked up case, like something that
like something flowery,
fluffier, you know. We kind of decided that we were going to stray away from murder for a week.
Yeah.
You know.
Like
so
maybe we shouldn't say.
So we're from Boston. Mm-hmm. So
we're just going to talk about
take from that
people.
what you will.
Yep.
Just saying.
All right, so we're from Boston and it's almost October. And
we're going to be talking about some whimsical things.
Some magic, if you will.
Some spooky whimsical things.
All right, and that's
so
it.
It's going to be spooky. We're not giving you anything like...
Yeah, I mean, this is a fucking
when we
morbid
say
podcast.
Fluffy, we mean like how like a werewolf is fluffy.
Yeah. I like
That's
that.
what we mean. Yeah, we don't mean like a fluffy puppy dog.
No.
So we're staying on brand. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so we're not going to let you know exactly what we're doing, but you'll be getting it. Hopefully this episode is going to come out quick. I'm going to try to do a quick turnaround with this. I'm hoping to get it out on Monday. So if you're listening to it right now and it's Monday, hooray for me.
Should we talk about some happenings this week?
Let's talk about some happenings. So
Because you do the
this is
accent that
not
she does.
exactly true crime, but
It could have been.
It's kind of crime. So
No, it's crime. It was almost a crime.
it was attempted crime. That is for sure.
So let's talk about Lindsay fucking Lohan for a minute.
Yeah, I bet you didn't think that's where we were going with this,
No.
but I
Here we
got
are.
it. It's so relevant. It's just so relevant, and I
Lindsay
love it.
Lohan tried to kidnap 2 children on Instagram Live this week.
And she did this all while speaking in some kind of like
version of an accent.
mashed up like Middle Eastern / European
Like kind of British.
accent that just kept flowing in and out, and her voice has become so deep and raspy that it's just became very frightening. And she
Yeah.
was following these people who she began at first nobly, like she
Yeah,
said
like I was
to
like,
it,
all right, Linz.
yeah, like she was saying, I know this Syrian refugee family, they're living on the street, they have 2 kids, I want to help them, let me help. Then she walks up to them, which I was like, on Facebook Live, I was like, okay,
Like,
really doing charity, Linz, like throw a camera in their face,
Right.
like throw an iPhone X in their face and be like, how can I help you? I'd be like, fuck you, Linz. But so then they're like, yeah, no, we're good, please go away, Lindsay Lohan. And she just keeps pressing and following them. And that's when she starts getting like super aggressive
And
because
she
they're like,
tells
no,
the
thank
kids
you.
to like take her hand. She's
And
like, take my
yeah.
hand. I don't know what happened to that poor girl.
But in the end, what happens at the end?
So at the end, this mom finally gets fed up with Lindsay Lohan following her and trying to fucking take her kids away.
Yeah.
And she punches her square in the face. To which Lindsay Lohan falls back and just goes, ah!
And this all, she's like, she tried to grab the kid and she was yelling that they were trafficking their children.
But I think she was just real confused.
And it was like, it's like, those are their kids. Like, how are
It
you
was
just
clearly
saying
their
they're
children.
trafficking their children by this? Like, you began this very friendly. I don't understand.
It was a very weird video.
It was just so much.
Maybe she's a part of MK Ultra.
There you go. She probably is, man.
I think so.
Listen to last podcast on the left. They have a whole thing about MK Ultra.
It's really interesting.
This Friday, we are going to be recording with Right Wrong Turn podcast.
Woo,
So you'll be
woo!
getting an episode with a little collaboration with them soon. And then the Saturday we're going to be collaborating with Oops, We Watched It Again. And we're going to do a fun Halloween movie episode. So
Stay tuned for that.
I don't want to give too much out, but yeah, so that'll be fun. So stay tuned because we got a lot of little collaborations coming up and it's going to be fun.
It's gonna be awesome.
It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Cute.
In true crime news, there's a lot of shit going on right now that I think everybody knows what's going on. But there was another little, story that came up on the news that struck me right away as odd. And when I went online to kind of check out what other people thought about this, it seems like there's a general consensus of people
who feel
the same way about this. So it's a sad story. It's this little 6-year-old boy with autism named Maddox was in a state park in North Carolina with his, one thing I read was with his father and his father's girlfriend. Initially it said his father and his father's friend. So right now I'm reading an article that says it was him and his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
They were with Maddox. They let Maddox run ahead of them. And then the father said that he got like interested in a jogger, like just started running at the jogger. Like he wanted to catch up with him. So he just let him run. And then he lost him. Like he couldn't find him all of a sudden.
Which literally doesn't make sense.
My thing is, the first thing I think is no.
Like, don't let your kid run too far ahead
First
of
of
you.
all, you have an autistic child. The red flag right there that you let an autistic child run that far away from you in a state park, like a very unfamiliar,
yeah, there's so many other
big
things that could have happened.
open air. It's like, that's just a lot. And then 2, at first I was like, well, you really couldn't catch up with your child? Like, really? That doesn't make any sense. Apparently other people asked him that. And the father said he has diabetic nerve damage, so he can't run that fast, which, okay. But you were with somebody.
Yeah, why didn't they run
So why
after
didn't that
him?
other person catch up with your son? Like, none of this makes sense.
It's just...
And when I saw it on the news, I said to my husband, he did it. And John was like, you are super jaded. And I was like,
It's
no.
true, though. After a while, you learn, like, what seems legit
You just
and
get a
what doesn't.
feeling. That's the thing. And this just didn't seem legit to me. And I'm really hoping I'm wrong in this, but I don't think I
I don't
am.
think you are.
And it seems like a lot of people felt this way, like, right away.
Well,
that
didn't you
something's
say
just
that
off.
the people never saw the boy come in?
Yeah,
the park?
the people who worked at the park were the ones who called 911 like an hour later because they weren't informed until like an hour after he went missing. And they said that they didn't even see that kid in the park.
And they typically
Which,
see everyone come in
from
and
what,
out.
yeah, and from what I've read, the FBI, because they're investigating it, said they have evidence that he was in the park, but they won't release what evidence.
Mm.
And then the people also said that the father and his girlfriend didn't seem very concerned that their child was
that their
missing.
6-year-old with autism
Which struck
was
them
missing?
as weird. And it was a few days later, it was like close to a week later, that they did find Maddox, unfortunately not alive. And I think he was like halfway in a creek,
That's
like a
fucking
mile away
awful.
or something like that, which is awful.
Shit like
I mean,
that makes
6
me
years
so
old.
fucking angry.
And it's just, and he was nonverbal apparently. It's like the whole
No.
thing. I'm curious to see what comes out of this. No results have come from an autopsy or anything, but I'm curious to see how this pans out. Because it's going to be a real bummer if it comes out that it's the dad.
It's also just really fucked up. I mean, it's going to be a huge
It's sad
bummer
no matter
who
what.
killed
I
him.
mean, it's a kid. Even if it was an accident. But it's like, if this is the dad, it's going to be a real bummer. So hopefully, we'll have an update on that whole thing. But we'll bring you back up a little bit to our amazing Patreons.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're bringing them back up with the case we're talking about this week.
We won't dive into it quite yet. But
So
we had a
have-
couple new Patreons that we want to tell how much we love you.
Yeah, we have 3 new Patreons this week. So thank 3 new people.
Yay!
Our first is Kevin Coop. He is a
Kevin
part
Coop.
of the Window Latching Coven.
Welcome to the coven, Kevin.
Thank you, Kevin. We also have another Window Latching Coven crew member,
Ooh.
Veronica Montalvo.
Veronica.
I love the name Veronica.
That's a cool name.
And we have...
That's a cool witch name.
It is.
Right?
Veronica is a very
She's
witchy
part
name.
of the coven.
For sure.
Right? It makes sense.
Thank you, Veronica.
Thanks, Veronica.
You the best. And then we have a custom Patreon. Her name is Rebecca. I'm sorry if I fuck your last name up. It's either Siempa or Kiempa.
Either way, I love it.
Yes, and I like how you spell your first name. It's Rebekah.
I like the name Rebecca, too.
Yeah.
These
and,
are all
it's
nice names.
Rebecca.
You know what? Thank you. Thank you, Kevin. Thank you, Veronica. And thank you, Rebecca.
Thank you, everyone.
You guys are badasses.
We fucking love you.
We really do.
No, I actually really fucking
And
do.
good things are coming.
Yeah,
Because
and we're going to get a motherfucking P.O. box tomorrow.
And we actually are. Like, this is a plan. I know
we're
we've been
hanging out
saying it.
tomorrow and we're going
Yeah.
to get one.
Like, we're going to be together. We're going to go do it.
We're going
It's
to hold each other
happening.
accountable.
Yeah, we're doing this. Because
No
we
excuses.
we need to get some things out to you guys. And, we want to have it there to make everything work.
Yes.
So that's going to happen.
All right, let's just get this over with. 'cause
So
I'm freaking out.
let's get part 2 over with. I'm hoping this will be a shorter episode, but who knows?
We did talk for a long
Let's
time
see.
in the beginning.
Yeah. So I have one little correction before we begin this.
You already fucked up, man?
I already fucked up. No, just a correction from the first part of the Toy Box Killing episode. A listener, Sean Barber, messaged us after the first part. He just wanted to let us know that it probably wasn't Viagra that David Parker Ray had called when he was younger. Remember when I said he called,
Yeah.
I think, Viagra to like say, will this help me not have to hurt somebody to have an erection?
Who was
He
it?
said it wasn't Viagra probably because that didn't hit the market until 1998. And he said he
Oh.
knows this because he did like a whole research thing on it. And he was correct. And I had it I had it half wrong. So he didn't call Viagra when he was younger. He did it later in his life. So he did do it when it came out in 1998 because it was brand new. So he called to be like, is this shit going to help me? Like, what's going to happen?
And they were like, no.
So I did say it incorrectly last time, and he is 100% right. And when I researched it further, it was Viagra that he called about, but it was
later in his life.
Not when he was a teenager. So Sean Barber, thank you for pointing that out, because that was incorrect of me to say, so I appreciate it. And again, we are always down for corrections and constructive criticism, so send it our way.
Yes, please.
So where we left off was Cindy Hindi
Uh-huh.
had started talking.
Okay. I'm ready.
Now, she told police that he had made it very clear early on that he believed he owned all women, everyone
Right.
around him, all the women around him, and that they were around solely for the purpose of giving him pleasure. And like we said, he was doing this for like 40 years or so. He started way early on in his life doing this. And he had actually told Cindy about his first murder.
Oh.
And he said it was when he was around like 20, 19,
And she
20
still
years
fucking
old.
got into a relationship with him?
Yeah, she's crazy.
Hindi girl. What's
I'm
wrong with
saying.
you?
Yeah, she's about to be possibly released anytime now. Actually,
Oh, fucking awesome. Now I'll really sleep tonight.
from an article from like exactly a year ago, actually, they were kind of readying her for release because she struck, and I'll explain this at the end of this episode, that she struck a plea deal. So,
Don't they always?
right, exactly. And it says here that the parole board executive director, Joanne Martinez, said that if and when she is released, she'll likely be on a GPS monitor and will be under a high level of supervision as a sex offender.
Well, that's good at least.
Which is good, but it's like, holy shit, that
People,
lady's gonna be roaming around.
Well, people fall through the cracks sometimes.
Like fucking Cindy Hindi is gonna be roaming around.
All right, now I really need to know what happened. So
I know.
He told her
Okay.
when he murdered someone, and then she
So
still dated
his
him anyway.
first murder was around 19 or 20 years old. He said he abducted a girl randomly, like a schoolgirl,
Oh, good.
and tied her to a tree. He then raped her, beat her, and strangled her to death.
Oh my god.
And he's told Hindi that he loved it. He became aroused by this whole process, including the murder part. So it wasn't just like he liked weird torture games. He
It was
liked
like
killing her too.
At what point in your relationship is it acceptable to start talking about that?
I feel like it's like some people say you're like finally comfortable when you can like fart in front of somebody.
But if you can talk about your
But if
murderous
you can-
rampages,
But I feel like talking about your first murder is
That's
like
when you
next
know.
level.
That's
yeah,
when you know.
That's when you know you found your soulmate.
for sure.
True love. I'm telling you, it's a love story.
Cindy Hindi and Dave Papakarai forever.
Cindy Hindi.
Gross.
So now, from that point on, he kept going. It's not like he stopped and was like, "Well, that was nice. I'm not going to do
he
that
became
again."
So obsessed.
But he didn't strike at random again. He like kind
planned
of
it out.
He found that he liked targeting specifically sex workers because you know the old thing where they are quote less dead because
people don't always know
of what they
right
do. People consider it like they're putting themselves in a dangerous position. I'm not saying this is true. I'm just saying this is
The
how these killers work. They think, well, they're putting themselves in this position and they're usually runaways or they're they have
They don't talk to their
substance
families.
abuse issues. Yeah, they're estranged. These people are going to be easy to take. Nobody's going to be looking for them. I can keep them for a long
But
time.
it's not always fucking true.
Exactly. Cindy said he did have a type and he liked to abduct women that he found physically attractive. He didn't just, because a lot of these killers will just like anything that moves.
Right.
But he liked to abduct his type, which
What was
is kind
that?
of funny because his quote type
Was it not Cindy
is
Hindi?
not Cindy Hindi. So it's like,
Oh. Well, maybe that was good for her.
I know, right?
Since she didn't die.
He tend to like women of Asian or Latina, persuasion,
Uh-huh.
and he liked big chesticles.
Oh. Awesome. What did Cindy Hindi look like?
Cindy Hindy's like blonde, like
Oh.
very. She's kind of just like American
Like
looking,
plain?
like very. Yeah, like if she walked by, you would be like, You wouldn't even.
Damn, Cindy.
You wouldn't notice that she walked by
Oh, okay.
until she took out a ball gag and tried to drag you into a van.
Oh,
Then
thank
you
you
would notice her.
Thank you very much for that lovely picture that you just painted.
That's when you would notice her.
Oh,
But
that's typically when I notice people.
now, apparently, he had initially lived in Fence Lake, New Mexico, which is a super tiny place. There's like a population of like 50 people, and it was mainly ranches and farms and all that shit. He owned farmland, and he raised cattle and such.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he told her that while he was living there, he had been interviewed by the FBI in connection to the disappearance and homicides of like a ton of women in the area.
Were some of them his victims?
Well, they were coming on a tip that he was involved in some kind of human trafficking / slave ring /
oh my God.
murders. And the tip claimed that Ray had been kidnapping women and trafficking them out. It's alleged that this tip came from none other than Jessa Ray, his daughter. Yep. Now, later, you're going to see that Jessie Ray did this, and then later, she flipped to the other side of the coin, which we'll get into.
Uh-oh.
He didn't leave. He was smart when it came to what he was doing. There wasn't any real tangible evidence, so the FBI investigation kind of halted. So he had told Cindy this proudly and claimed he had, quote, talked his way out of the situation. So basically, he was saying to her, I got away with it. Like, I did it.
That's so fucked
He was kind of
up.
admitting to her, like, I did it. I just talked my way out of it.
And she's like, yeah, I think I'll go on another
Yeah,
date
she's like,
with
you know
him.
what? I think I should move in.
This is like my Hinge date nightmare.
Right? Like, she's like, I think I should move into your crusty old trailer.
Right.
Now. I think
So it's like when my friends go on dating apps and they're like, maybe I should like go out with this boy. I'm like, but what if he's a human trafficker?
What if he has a toy box?
Yeah.
What that he spent $100,000?
I can't even. I went out with my friends the other day and I made them walk me to my car, all of them.
Yeah.
I made every single one of my friends. I was
Smart.
like, you're all coming.
Smart.
And they were like, you're podcasting too much. And I'm like, I know.
You're like, well, I'm gonna stay alive, okay?
Hopefully.
Because
That's my goal.
my head is on a swivel at all times.
People are like, what are your goals this year? I'm like, staying
Staying
alive.
alive.
Staying alive.
not getting murdered.
Yeah, that's my goal.
That's my goal.
It's my New Year's resolution.
Yeah, every year. Every year.
Keep it going.
It's the only one I keep. So after this, he moved around a lot. After he left this ranch, he became kind of a drifter. At one point, he lived in Alaska working on some like drilling job. So he was like everywhere. He was all over the place. This whole time, he was using a police badge to kidnap and torture women everywhere he went.
Where did he get a police badge?
He got like a fake one.
Oh.
You can buy one. It's like Ted Bundy used one. Remember, he was like,
That's fucked. Maybe we should stop selling those.
yeah, but I feel like people just make them. But this could be why there aren't a lot of bodies or evidence, because he was moving around so much. Drifters are tough to nail down.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Otis Toole and Henry Lee Lucas. Like, they were able to kill a ton, which we'll cover later. They were able to cover a ton of area and rack up a ton of bodies, because drifters are drifters, man. They come in, they blow out. Now, because he lived, and that's what I'm wondering too, is they're not finding bodies because maybe he fed a lot of these bodies to like animals on his farm,
animals.
like pigs. Like, once pigs get a taste for blood, like, they'll destroy a body.
Ew.
You can feed bodies to pigs and nothing will be left. Bones, everything.
It's really
gone.
gross.
I know. And
They
he
eat the
also
bones too?
like, everything will be gone.
Ew.
Yeah, you can. That's like one way to do it, man. I'm not trying to give
Morbid
anybody
tips.
advice, but so he told Cindy that he had killed over 30 people over 40 years.
I believe it.
He said about 18 of them had happened in Sierra County, where they currently were residing. He said the bodies could be found. There could be bodies found in Texas, in Arizona, in Alaska, because he was drifting everywhere.
Okay, but here's what I'm confused about.
What?
Why didn't he just use Cindy Hindi as his like sex slave if she was into it?
That's
and they
why.
were together. Because
he doesn't want somebody into it.
Oh,
Yeah.
dumb question.
He knows she's faking.
But why
Even
didn't
if
he
she
kill her?
pretends to be like in pain and stuff, because she was into it enough that she could help him. And a lot of these, which we'll cover more like couple killers too,
Mhm.
because a lot of times having a woman as part of it helps these men get the trust of other women, because when you see a woman there, it does lower your guard. You think it's not just a man trying to get me. I mean, not me.
Not me. Don't try.
Not me. I'm not trusting you.
Don't try me, fools.
Don't trust me. Don't trust me. Don't try me. I mean, don't trust me either. Don't trust anybody, really.
Just don't.
Like I said, don't trust anyone. Don't help anyone.
No.
Just keep to yourself. That's all. That's our advice. She also told police that he was incredibly meticulous when it came to removing any ties or connection to himself from these victims.
Damn.
He would remove all identification, as well as like jewelry, clothing, anything that could be used later to identify them, even. Like if they had any kind of like specific jewelry that had names on it or something that somebody could point to be like, she always wore this, he would remove it. And they found, what was it, over 401 items in that?
Yeah, that was bananas.
That was not him or Cindy's. It's like, they came from somewhere. Now, he told some very detailed stories to Cindy about other various murders throughout the years, like shooting girls in the back of the head and such. And in one instance, he said that he was dumping a body, and he didn't tell her where, but he said he was out dumping a body wherever he did it, and he threw the body into a ravine. And he had tossed some dirt over it and left. But before he got home, he was like, I'd really like to keep that particular girl's skull as a trophy.
Did he?
And so he went back. When he got there, there was a big giant dog just sitting on top or standing on top of the makeshift grave. And he took that as a bad omen. So he just split.
Oh, wow.
But he told her that like very specific story, which he's obviously like, that seems like he's telling the truth. You know, he's not just bragging and making shit up. Like, that's a very specific story to tell. So that was a weird one. A lot of the devices found in the toy box were made by Ray himself.
Ew.
Because he was a mechanic. He was like a tinkerer.
He knew how to put
He was
things
really
together.
good at his hands, really good at like putting things together, making different things out of like repurposing different tools. And I mean, unfortunately, he used that kind of like
for evil.
Smart mind for evil shit. But he could have gone to like MIT and it would have been great. But
you fucked up, David.
We mentioned in part 1 that they found a leg spreader.
I hated that part.
It was exactly what it sounds like. But if the woman attempted to close her knees, spikes would impale into her legs on either side.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, besides the leg spreader, at this time they found that he had a Freddy fucking Krueger glove that he made. And he named it the Freddy Krueger glove.
You're fucking with me.
Nope. It was a glove that had blades on the fingers. Not kidding.
Oh my god.
I mean, he's even more horror movie villain than we originally pegged him as.
Because he literally, like, tried to be.
He's literally, like, he had a Freddy Krueger glove that he named that.
That's really fucked up.
And he made himself like Freddy Krueger. I want to post, too, on the Instagram, part of the documentary I was watching was showing one of the sex toys, I'll call it.
No.
And he made it out of PVC pipe.
Oh.
And it's gigantic. And he had marked the inches, like how big it was. This one contraption has also nails that he melted into the PVC pipe so that
oh my god,
it would literally tear up someone's insides and outside.
What the fuck happens?
But don't worry, guys.
people?
I'll post a photo of that on Instagram.
Like, what the fuck?
So this is the documentary that I took a lot of information from. Kind of had the investigator going into the toy box and showing off some of the artifacts that were in there. And here's a little clip of the guy talking about a special little sex toy, if you will.
And then he had the dildo fashioned out of, looks like a plastic pipe, actually. These are nails that have been melted into this plastic collar, and this would be inserted in her vagina or anal canal. And he would work it until he could get it all the way in, and then they would have these spikes here. They're going to go in, you're going to get poked, it's going to be very painful, and rip their inner thighs out.
Who would even want to go in there and see all of that?
I know. I feel like even it's funny because in the clip, the guy's like sweating buckets. Like you can tell
It's like just a weird attraction.
It's just like a very unfortunate place to be, and it's probably like, ugh.
No, there's demons in there, buddy.
There is.
You couldn't pay me all the money in the world to fucking step foot even near that.
Yeah, no. So just to really hammer in,
what happened?
Some of you who read the transcript probably know what I'm gonna mention here. Just in case you didn't really know that this was like the worst dude on the planet. Part of his audio tape, which I won't read because it's really horrific.
Nope.
Was explaining to the woman that remember how I mentioned that there would be a dog involved?
Oh, I thought we were gonna get out of it without the dog.
We're not. So I just really want to hammer in how bad this dude is. He would tell it's part of the audio tape that they would hear immediately getting there, that he said, you're gonna, because he wanted to let them know what they were in for. And he said, one of the things I like to do is, he said, now I mentioned that he had a contraption in that toy box that was meant to forcibly bend a woman over and keep them in a position to rape them. He said that he would have people over sometimes for a party, and he liked to bring his sex slaves out in front of the party.
What?
Put them in that contraption, put a little, like, breeding spray on them from, like, dog breeders.
No.
Bring his German Shepherd in and have his dog rape the woman in front of a party of people. I wish you could see Ashley's face.
What?
Yup, he did it.
Did any of these people that were at the parties get caught?
That's what kills me. I don't know what happened with that. It's like, I don't know. He clearly hung out with, like, the degenerates of the earth.
Well,
but it's like,
poor dogs don't know what they're doing. Like,
well, and he said in the thing, that's why I said, like, I don't even know how to explain this. Like, this is animal abuse. This is animal abuse, but, like, in a different way. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't even know how to really, how do I preface that?
There's no fucking book on that.
So, but yeah, so that was part of the whole thing. And the way again, those who have read the transcripts know the details he went into. And I'm not going to get into them, but he went into a lot of detail.
I refuse to ever read those
about how terrible it would be for her. And it just, like, conjures up the worst images in your brain that you can possibly ever think of.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So.
Wow.
Now, she also corroborated Cynthia's statement about Ray taking a ton of pictures of her throughout the torture.
Ew.
And also showing her photos of previous women, because Cynthia had said, I saw other photos. He has them on the walls. He would show me them. Like,
oh my God.
I saw this. I know he's done this before.
She was only there for 3 days, and she saw so much fucked up stuff.
Well, Cindy said Ray loved taking pictures of the process, but he would often, because again, he's pretty smart, he would often destroy each set of photos after a particular amount of time so that nothing could ever be found. Oh, like, he would keep this collection of photos, and then he'd get someone new, and he would destroy those and get a whole new one, because he was like, I can't. Which that's a lot of impulse control, too.
Right.
A lot of these dudes keep this shit, and that's how they end up getting caught, because they can't help themselves. They need to have it. Like,
where the fuck did he get those photos developed?
Right? I wonder if it was Polaroids or something.
It must have been.
Because I feel like it's like, exactly, like, where are you getting that? Can you imagine being that photo lab person being like, nope. Yeah,
like,
I don't think this is worth
today because
minimum
murderers.
wage. I don't really want to do this anymore. So aside from the journals that we spoke about previously that he really was into, and those journals kept detailed, information about the dates of abduction, the location, the details of torture he inflicted on these women. He also kept something he called physiological forms.
What's that?
These were forms that contained, like, weirdly clinical information about the victims, like weight, height, age.
He was being a doctor?
And shit. Like, he was playing doctor. It's, like, bizarre. And it seems like he just, like, really liked having paperwork. I'm sure.
That's so bizarre.
He probably had ways to weigh them somehow.
Ew.
Cindy said she first said she was never present for a murder, but then she confessed to helping Ray abduct and torture some of these victims.
She was fucking there for a murder.
For
Go
sure.
Fuck yourself, Cindy.
And in fact, she came out with a pretty big confession relating to that. She said in February of 1999, the same year, only a month before abducting Cynthia Vigil,
Mm-hmm.
She helped Ray take a woman she called Angela. That's that's the only name she would give. Now, this woman was released alive, according to Cindy.
Chilling crime cases are mysterious, but finding coverage shouldn't be. With the State Farm Personal Price Plan, you have options and can personalize your plan to help create an affordable price so you can get back to cracking all of life's bigger cases. Talk to a State Farm agent today to learn how you can choose to bundle and save with the Personal Price Plan. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Head to statefarm.com to get a quote. Prices are based on rating plans that vary by state. Coverage options are selected by the customer. Availability, amount of discounts and savings, and eligibility vary by state.
Hi, Ryan Reynolds here for Mint Mobile. Are you looking for a beach read this summer? May I suggest your big wireless bill? It's got suspense, mystery, a slightly flat, emotional arc, and a shocking twist where you realize you've been overpaying the entire time. Fortunately, though, Mint's story is better. Every plan, $15 a month, even unlimited. That's it. Happy ending. Zero tears. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/save.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3 months, $90 for 6 months, or $180 for 12-month plan required. $15 per month equivalent. Taxes and fees extra. Initial plan term only. Greater than 50 gigabytes may slow when network is busy. See terms.
She said they left her on the side of the highway after her torture. And, of course, the first thing you're thinking is, like, where the fuck is Angela? Like, if they dropped her off alive, why has nothing come out about this? Well, we'll get to that. So, now Ray wouldn't talk. And police were, like, scrambling to get any information at all from him, about him, aside from what Cindy was telling them.
Mm-hmm.
So they found out that his coworkers and boss were shocked beyond belief that he was even being accused of all this. And they all called him one of the nicest guys you could ever meet.
That's so scary how people can really,
right?
Totally.
One
have
person
two
in one
separate sides.
situation and totally different the other. And his boss went as far as to put him on paid leave during this whole thing while he was waiting for trial.
Last time, I literally was like, "You're fucking kidding
He was
me."
just so sure that he wasn't guilty. That he was like, I'm gonna take care of him while he's dealing with all this.
I wonder how he feels about that now.
I know, I can't imagine. And I saw in a documentary about the case, they interviewed one of his former coworkers.
Mm-hmm.
This guy was just like, yeah, he's a real nice guy. And they showed off his car. And they're like, yeah, this is Dave's car that he used. His like state park truck.
Yeah.
And they showed off a welding mask that was his, and it has his name on it.
Oh, that's creepy.
Right? And they still have it. And they still have and use original tools that he made by hand to catch. He made these tools to catch snakes around the park.
Yeah.
And he made them out of different things.
Right.
And he had written on them snake catcher on them, and they still use them.
Oh, that's fucked up.
Like they were showing them, and I'm like, maybe don't use them. Like maybe make them
different.
Again.
Right.
Like don't use those. So that's bizarre. Now, Ray's sister wasn't shocked. Like she was not
like,
on.
Yeah, you should have grown up with him.
Like she was not on the same level as these Parks guys. She was like, no, and
she's like, I found some weird shit in his room.
Exactly. She referred right back to those sketches and photographs that she found when he was only 14 when she found those.
Oh my god, can you imagine? Like, you think you have a creepy little brother, and then you find that shit out.
Exactly. And at 14, he flat out told her, I can't have sex with anyone without hurting them.
Yeah, that's really fucked up.
And she was like, I don't know what to do.
She's like, well, you're 14, so why are you having sex
and
right
it's
now?
like, exactly. It's like, you're 14. What are you doing? So he did, and again, he had Jessa Ray, and he also had David Jr., a son. His son was not close to him, and was raised mostly by his grandmother. He didn't really know David Parker Ray.
Okay.
Didn't really see him. Investigators actually tried to see if they could potentially try to use his son to get a confession out of him. Even through all of this and basically like abandoning him as a child, his son said he burst into tears when they asked him about it, and he said, I just don't know if I can turn on my father that way.
Wow.
Even
that's
after
wild.
everything. So it's like he had some
that's like a situation that you don't know what you would do until you're faced with it. Because
And
I
it's
would be
like,
like, no, I would totally turn my dad in. I don't know.
Faced with
until that happens.
Yeah. It's like you want to believe you just automatically do, what was right for society, but it's like,
but then
there's still that biological connection.
Mm-hmm.
It's a strong connection. So obviously we have multiple victims and a huge shitstorm of chaos in this case. Like everything is just kind of like, ugh. Now the journals he kept had dates, locations, details about the torture, but no names.
Oh.
It was compelling, but not good for identification purposes, which is what he wanted. He wanted that. He wanted his own log, but not something that would incriminate him later.
Frame him.
Yeah.
Or
Like,
not
he knew
frame him, but...
he could explain that away. And so if he figured it out, you know.
A book.
Yeah. And in those journals, he wrote down, and they show, like, in some of the documentaries, like, they have the journals.
Mm-hmm.
He wrote down the number of times he tortured these women.
Oh my
like,
God.
he, like, crossed them out, like, with tick marks.
What the fuck?
Yeah. Now, since their capture, the news went bananas around the area. Like, national news stations coming, swarming around. And this was actually a good thing, because the coverage led to a woman coming forward.
Well, that's the thing. You probably, like, wouldn't want to because you're afraid.
Well, and he made sure that these women didn't come forward. So this woman was Angelica Montano. She was a former resident of Truth or Consequences, and she hung around the same haunts that Cindy did. She was living the same haunts. She was living in Colorado now. But Wednesday, February 17th, 1999. Mm-hmm. So this is the February. You're right, the Angela. Okay. That Cindy, like a month before Cynthia Vigil was abducted.
Sure.
So Cindy was hanging out with Angelica at like some bar, wherever. Cindy invited her back to their house, to her house to hang out. They ambushed her when she got there. Chained her up the same way Cynthia was.
Can you imagine you just thought you were going to hang out with your girlfriend?
Yeah.
Like your friend?
It's insane. Because she was literally just hanging out with her friend, and she was like, oh, come back to my house. So she came back.
You wouldn't ever think twice about that.
And just like came into the house, and they just ambushed her.
That's so fucked up.
Yeah. She was kept for days as well. And she said Cindy helped Ray the whole time.
Right.
She said it was 4 days that she was kept. Repeated rapes, torture, and beatings. She claimed that she started to beg for her life and told them she had a young child to care for. And it was actually Cindy that seemed to listen and like kind of soften to that.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And Cindy convinced Ray to drop her off alive somewhere. So she was just dropped randomly somewhere and she immediately was like, I just want to get to my mom's house. So she started hitchhiking. I don't know how she like started. How do you get in another car? How do you trust another human being? Like, get in a car.
Just have to get
but I feel like if you just
want
to get it, exactly.
It's just survival.
Exactly.
So they just let her walk out?
They just dropped her off and let her walk away. Now, she was picked up by an off-duty police deputy.
Oh, wow.
And she told him the entire story.
And he did nothing about it?
He thought it was crazy. He was like, no, that's insane. Like, no, that's not real.
What a great
so he never
officer.
reported it.
What the fuck?
Right? What?
Like, yeah, crime is crazy.
Yeah. Yep.
That just made me so angry. Oh no, that's just dumb.
Yeah. Like, he was literally like, that's too over the top, which I realize that this story is like out of control. But if someone's telling you that this just follow up on it. Why not even just follow?
I wonder how he felt when this all came out.
Because it's like, even if she's not telling the truth, follow up on it. That's your job.
Right.
That is your job, to follow up on things that get reported. That's it.
I'm done.
Yeah. So this is obviously the Angela that Cindy was referring to in the interview.
Yeah.
This led investigators to now start really believing that there was a lot more victims than they initially thought. The FBI decided to release some of the images they found among his items in the trailer.
Oh, God.
And in some of them, there was a woman with a very distinctive swan tattoo on her ankle.
Oh.
That one, they found an entire video of some of her torture.
Oh my God.
And she's in the video, she's completely naked, strapped to the gynecological chair. There's bits and pieces of this video that they show that it's horrifying.
They show it?
Well, it's hard to explain. Like, I know it sounds like it would be very awful and graphic. They show bits and pieces of it, so it's like grainy. You can see someone strapped to a chair, and you can see him moving around her. You know what I mean? Like, it's very odd. It's just unsettling more than anything. And you can see she's strapped to the chair. She's very out of it, and he's like touching her.
Because they drugged them, right?
Yeah, which we'll get to in a little bit. But in this video, right before the video, they said because when the FBI was searching these things, they found a lot of like nonsense videos that, you know, everyone recorded tapes back then, VHS tapes.
Yeah.
And so this one they found was him in his toy box, and he was setting up the video camera and like testing it, moving over to the chair and being like, testing 1 2, seeing if he could hear his
What a
voice.
fucking weirdo.
Like fucked up. Like he was trying to make sure he got the best
like a
sound.
great,
yeah.
like what we do before
literally like sound checking. And then they said it was like a lot of that, and they were like, that's weird. But that alone, they're like, maybe this is just something he likes to do with his partner, and he's trying to make sure that he can get good video of it.
Like,
that alone is not fucked up. Whatever, people do what they want to do. But then all of a sudden
they started hitting these
all of a
tapes.
sudden this one tape cuts out, and then it comes right back, and this woman is in the chair. It's spooky. So yeah, in this one video, this woman had a very distinctive and very specific swan tattoo. It wasn't on her ankle, it was on her calf, on the side of her calf. So they like weren't able, the FBI was able to enhance that tattoo, and they were able to show it on TV and be like, if you have this tattoo,
please come forward.
Come forward. So this woman named Kelley Garrett, or Kelley Van Cleve, I think her married name is Van Cleve.
Came forward.
She came forward and said, holy shit, that's me in the video.
Did she not remember?
Now, she was a nanny at the time, and she was friends with Jessa Ray.
Oh my god.
But she said she had never been to the Parker Ray residence.
So this happened to her and she didn't remember?
Yep. So she didn't remember it completely because he had drugged her before he let her loose. Now, there's a quote. I'm going to quote the audio tape again.
Why do you
this
do
isn't
this?
this isn't as unsettling as the other ones.
Okay.
So this will just explain what happened.
Okay.
Now, this is part of the audio tape that he would play for every single one of these women. It says, quote, I get off on mind games. After we get completely through with you, you're going to be drugged up real heavy with a combination of sodium pentothal and phenobarbital. They are both hypnotic drugs that will make you extremely susceptible to hypnosis, audio hypnosis, and hypnotic suggestion. You're going to be kept drugged a couple of days while I play with your mind. By the time I get through brainwashing you, you're not going to remember a fucking thing about this little adventure.
What?
So he would literally drug these women up and then just fill their mind with, like, literally just warp their brain and memory and then let them loose. So these women would be like, wait, what just happened? Like, what is going on? Exactly. And this Kelley Garrett, or Van Cleve, that I saw an interview with her, and she said that she, for like a whole year, she was like, I had these weird nightmares where I would be like, I'd be chained up to something and I couldn't get loose, and like I'd have a gag in my mouth and it would like freak me out. I'd wake up freaking out thinking, why am I having these random nightmares? And so she was like, what the hell's going on? She had no idea that it was actually real. So in July 1996, she'd been living in Elephant Butte with her husband. They had a fight, and she left to blow off some steam at the local bars.
Yeah.
Where one Jessa Ray liked to hang. There is where she struck up a conversation with 29-year-old Jessie Ray. Now, after hanging out all night, Jessie told Kelley that she would give her a ride home on her motorcycle. She said, oh, I just got to stop at my dad's house real quick. Is that cool? Always answer no to that.
Yes, no, I gotta go.
Always say no. It's not cool if we make a
That's a
stop.
major inconvenience.
Also, just don't go home with people randomly. It's not a good idea. When they got there, Kelley waited in the living room of horrors while Jessie went to chat with her dad real quick. And she said everything was like whatever. All of a sudden, Jessie and David come into the room with fucking weapons and duct tape.
Oh my god.
She was incapacitated and put in the toy box. Now, luckily, Kelley doesn't remember all the details after this because David forced those drugs into her that caused all the amnesia. But after 3 days of torture, he took Kelley in his state park uniform and park ranger vehicle back to her in-laws' house and said he found her wandering on the beach.
Oh my god.
So he literally dropped her back off wearing his park ranger uniform in the park ranger vehicle and just said, I found her wandering and I wanted to get her home.
What the fuck?
Yeah. She said she never reported it because she couldn't remember so much, and she started believing it was a nightmare. She was like, I don't know what happened. This whole thing could have been in my brain.
So horrible.
She couldn't believe it when she saw herself in the video.
Oh my god.
Can
that
you
must
imagine?
Destroy your life.
Like, you're just like, what?
That
the
happened
fuck?
to me.
Because they showed her the video, and Now, obviously, this was back in 1996.
So Jessie Ray like enjoyed doing this weird shit with her dad?
And that's what I think there's like more to that. I just think
incestual?
there's more to that. And this was way back in 1996. So this was before Cindy and he had even met.
Oh wow.
So he was just using Jessie before her
Oh damn.
as like his wingman.
Right.
So this makes me think now, because in the audio tape in part 1, he says in that original tape that it was that the original one, remember he says like, I don't know the details about your abduction because this was made, I'm making this
a
tape
bunch
in
of times,
1993.
Yeah.
But in that, he says, me and my lady have some weird hang-ups. And when I first heard that, I was like, but you didn't have Cindy then in 1993.
Oh my god, so it's Jessie.
Exactly. And I was like, that's weird. So he was talking about fucking Jessie, I think.
That's so disgustingly horribly
Like, I'm
fucked up.
pretty certain there's incest there.
No, there's gotta be.
Like, so certain. I don't think I've been more certain about
So,
anything.
did anything happen to Jessie?
Well, yes.
Continue.
Now, immediately, Jessie Ray was arrested.
Okay, good.
On April 6th that year, right before the formal charges were announced, Cindy's lawyers offered the DA some information if they agreed to reduce charges against her
Okay.
out of nowhere. Because this was right after
So she
all
was
these
like,
women
I
are
have
coming
more to
out.
say.
Exactly. So she agreed to testify against David. And she said he introduced her to his passion for abducting and torturing women in his toy box pretty early on. But she said she was super shocked first, but she was so obsessed with him that she was like, fuck it, all right. Like, I'll just go with it.
Like, why was she
Like,
so
she was
obsessed
obsessed.
with
I'm
him?
like, what? First of all, if you look at this dude,
He's nasty.
he looks like a fucking beat up leather shoe. And
you look like a leather
like he looks like
sir.
a fucking leather shoe that has been through some shit. And then also, I heard part of the tapes, like the audio
Look
tape,
at him, but I'm going to.
and his voice is like this little dink ass hick voice. He says naked,
Naked?
like he's like, you're gonna be kept naked, and it's like, what?
Oh, I just looked at him.
Isn't he gross?
Ew.
Yeah, and she was like, I'm so obsessed with him that
Oh my God.
I just went with it.
Ew.
It's so gross.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a rough looking dude. I have a quick clip of David himself
Ugh.
in the audio tape that he would play for the girls. And I'm not playing you a crazy clip, don't worry. It's just I want you to hear how gross his voice is. So here's him talking about what's going to happen to them.
Hello there, bitch. I'm going to tell you in detail why you have been kidnapped, what's going to happen to you now. You are obviously here against your will. You're going to be kept chained in a variety of different positions, usually with your legs or knees forced wide apart.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. No, nope, I'm done.
Broken ass.
I'm broke. Ugh, he even sounds like a leather shoe. Sounds like what a leather shoe would
He does.
sound like.
He sounds like a little shitty leather shoe
It is a little shitty.
that has holes in it,
Yuck.
and it just
And it's
and it gets-
stanky.
and you get rocks in it,
It smells like it needs some Gold Bond.
and it smells like Richard Ramirez's breath.
Blech.
Yeah, it's just bad news. So she claimed in the 1 month after she moved in, she helped him abduct several women.
Oh,
Only
God.
in 1 month after she moved in. She said they were all in like surrounding towns, and she said they let some of them go, like Angelica and Kelley, but all the others were killed.
Damn.
She said she knew of at least 14 girls that he had murdered. She knew of.
And
that's all that
he
she
only
knew.
had her for like a few years.
Literally, not even a few years. They were only together for 8 months when they got arrested.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I forgot that part.
So in that whole span, she knew of 14 girls.
Oh, in a couple months he was doing this shit.
Yeah. Now,
Way
he
before
had
that.
told her that he used Elephant Butte State Park to dispose of the bodies.
Which is not shocking.
And which is brilliant, because it's like fucking state parks.
They're not going to
They're
dig up
huge.
a state park.
And they're huge. So you just can't. You can't cover everything. He told her, and this is so spooky.
I hate it.
He told her that he learned throughout this whole thing that in order to, that, you know, you can't just dump a body in the water. Even if you weight them down, eventually the air is going to shoot them
Bring
up to
them
the
up.
surface. So what he learned throughout this whole thing was to make the bodies stay in the water, you have to eviscerate the body cavity before weighing them down.
So, like, empty out all their organs?
Literally just empty them out. Because otherwise gases and stuff are going to trap in there, and eventually they're going to shoot to the surface. Ugh.
I don't have words for that.
No, Elephant Butte Lake is 23 miles long, 3 to 4 miles wide, and at some places 90 to 100 feet deep.
Oh my god, so you can't even dive.
So
that
divers went right into this lake after
deep.
after Cindy.
I'm like, you can't dive that
You
deep.
can't dive in there. But after Cindy said this, that he told her this, that this is how he disposed of them, they went right in.
Did
They were
they
like, we
find
got to
anything?
find something. They haven't found anything. And they said, we literally can't search it all. It's 23 miles long.
Right.
It's huge. He picked a perfect place, unfortunately.
Oh my god.
Then she said, this is like a bombshell. She said, it was not just David, Jesse, and Cindy doing this.
Who else was it?
There was someone else that helped them.
Ooh.
She said the fourth person had actually helped David murder one of his victims. This guy was named Roy Yancey, and he was a younger kid. And he was like a real piece of shit kid.
Clearly.
Truth or Consequences had to cancel Halloween one year when he and his friends were young because they were killing cats and destroying tombstones.
Oh my god.
So they canceled Halloween. Like, little kids couldn't go out.
That's so fucked
He's
up.
just a dick. So they tracked down Roy Yancey and brought him in. They tell him Cindy's story, and bam, he just like breaks.
Oh shit.
Like, he's like, boom, and he just confesses the whole
He
thing.
did it.
He said he was he was not involved in all the murders. And he said, but one time he was forced by David to murder a woman named Marie Parker.
Why?
Roy Yancey and Marie had been dating. He took her to a 4th of July party at David's house in 1997.
Why did he kill her?
Everyone was super drunk, and David had drugged her. And David then forced Ray to go with him and drag her back to his toy box.
Oh my god.
He said he had heard rumors of this toy box, but he never actually saw it until then. He didn't think it was real. He then held a gun to Roy's head and handed him a rope, and he said, you know what you need to do. And he said he had to make a choice, and he made a choice that would haunt him forever. So he
Good, I
strangled
hope
her.
it fucking does haunt you forever.
He said David then drove he and Marie's body to Monticello Canyon and buried her, which is like in the desert.
Holy fuck.
Yeah. He just forced him to murder his girlfriend for no fucking reason.
Just because he could.
Just because he could. And
What a leather shoe.
a fucking leather shoe. Like a shitty leather shoe. So Roy Yancey agreed to lead them to the burial site.
And he did?
And they went.
Did they find her?
Well, they didn't find anything. But Roy said he 100% believed that David had come back and moved it.
her.
Because he said he knew that he would never allow something to be a liability to him. And even though he had Roy Yancey as the one who killed her, like he
Right.
could be like, I didn't do it, he
He
killed
could
her.
still be involved.
If he knew where that body was, he was like, nothing
would
is being
incriminate
traced
him.
back to me. Like, he's that hardcore. So they're gathering what they can now, and now they have the testimonies of Roy and Cindy. With no bodies, a first-degree murder conviction was tough.
Really tough.
But they were doing 3 separate trials, one for Kelley, one for Angelica, and one for Cynthia.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't count on the fact, though, that David was a fucking charmer, even behind bars.
Really?
He could manipulate shit from prison. And so 5 months before David's trial for the rape and torture of Kelley Garrett Van Cleve, suddenly they get word out of nowhere that Roy Yancey changed his mind and refuses to cooperate.
Was David allowed to talk to him?
Well, according to prison guards, Roy had received an anonymous note a few days earlier that simply said, quote, "Rats die in jail."
Oh, shit.
Prosecutors were sure it was from David.
Oh my god.
Roy was fucking terrified, they said. And instead of cooperating, he just pled guilty to second-degree murder and was sentenced to 30 years in prison.
Oh my god.
So instead of testifying against this dude,
he
was
to jail
like,
for 30 years.
I'm going to go to jail for 30. Like, I'm guilty.
What?
So now all they had was Cindy. In November 1999, the DA got news that Cindy was suddenly recanting her confessions.
Why?
When David had learned that Cindy was turning on him and was going to testify against him, he started smuggling love letters to her and wooing her in prison. She fell for it like a fucking dumbass.
Because she was obsessed with him.
And then she filed a motion to withdraw her plea agreement. And he at one point got a tattoo in prison of her name.
What?
And yeah. And
He
like
got a
told
prison
her.
tat that said Cinda Hinda?
That says Cinda Hinda.
Wow.
So she fell for it.
Well, yeah,
So,
she's fucking dumb.
He got exactly what he needed from her for her
Okay.
to withdraw everything.
Now I'm getting real interested.
I know. So Judge Murta handed Cindy 36 years in prison for Cynthia and Angelica's abduction and torture.
Mm-hmm.
Kelley
That's not even that
testified.
long.
I know. Kelley testified at her own trial, which is badass, and said she didn't want him to get the death penalty because she wanted him to suffer like she had.
Yeah.
Now, all they had was the video of Kelley's torture to really nail this guy for something big. His lawyers just claimed, and his lawyers like, what pieces of shit. They just claimed it was consensual BDSM.
Oh, yeah, it totally.
Like that
seems
video
like
of
it.
Kelley, like literally out of it, barely awake, and being tortured in the toy box. They were like, that was consensual. She's not fucking coherent. Are you kidding me?
Oh my god.
They said every woman he had in there agreed to it for payment or for exchange of drugs.
Oh my god.
Some of the jurors bought that shit,
Yeah, of course they did.
and they came back deadlocked. 2 jurors ended up being holdouts and thought it could have been consensual. So the judge had to declare a mistrial.
Oh my god.
Now we're on to Cynthia's case. So in 2001, they went to trial, and she was obviously coherent throughout her
That wasn't
ordeal.
even that long ago.
So that I know. So they had that going for them, that Cynthia could tell them this is what happened.
Yeah.
She wanted to be damn sure that that jury knew she was not a willing participant. She was like,
Did she
nope.
testify?
She did. So she testified against him. She was in tears and obviously distraught throughout. She even yelled at him and called him a bastard in the courtroom.
Good.
Before the jury broke to deliberate, suddenly, David's lawyer stands up and says he wants to do a plea deal. You see, Jessa Ray was about to stand trial of her own for helping him. So his deal was he would plead guilty to all remaining charges if Jesse was released with time served.
What?
They agreed, and he was sentenced to 224 years in prison.
Oh my god, 224 years.
Yup.
Good. That's not
Glenda,
even enough.
Glenda Jean Ray, Jessa Ray,
is walking the streets.
pleaded no contest to kidnapping charges in 2001 and was sentenced to 2.5 years in prison,
Are you kidding me?
plus 5 years of probation in connection to her father's shit. Now, Ray found God in prison,
Oh, don't they all?
so everything was forgiven, don't worry.
Totally.
In May 2002, David contacted authorities and said, I'll talk. So they were like, holy shit. So they scheduled a meeting as quick as they could. Right before it, he died of a heart attack.
No fucking way.
Yep.
Do you think
He
he
died-
knew he was gonna die?
He died 8 months after sentencing. He only served 8 months after his sentencing.
Wow, that sucks.
He'd been held for 2.5 years while awaiting trial and retrial, but only 8 months after of 224 years.
Oh my god, that makes me so angry.
Yeah.
Do you
it's
think that like people
so
can give themselves
frustrating.
heart attacks? Sometimes I wonder about
I
stuff
know.
like that.
I just think it seems like it was his last like little fuck
Way of
you. Like
being
I
the
he
devil.
got out of it so fucking easy. That dude didn't pay for anything.
No.
It's hard to find updates on this case because they have no bodies, so they're having trouble kind of
Doing
getting anything. One thing that they seem to be connecting to him is in 1995, Jesse Ray's girlfriend disappeared. Her name was Jill Troya, I believe it's pronounced. She was 23. She was last seen at the Frontier restaurant in Albuquerque with her girlfriend, Jessa Ray. Ray told police that she left the restaurant after they got in a fight and that her father, David Parker Ray, picked her up. Now investigators are suspecting that he had something to do with her disappearance. She might have been brought back to the toy box.
Wow.
So if I can find any updates, I'll update, on Instagram or whatever, wherever I can. But yeah, so that is David Parker Ray,
Ooh, Jessie
the
Ray's
toy
really
box
ugly,
killer.
too.
I know, she is rough.
Yikes.
This is just a bunch of rough looking people
Yeah, we'll post pics.
doing rough things. Yeah, I'll post more pictures. It's this case is something, man. It's something.
Goodbye. 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 I'm done.
We definitely broke Ash. But don't worry, we're gonna bring you back up.
Oh god, bring me.
We're gonna bring you back
Bring
up
me
this
back
week
up.
with some history, some spooky history.
Fast one.
Yeah.
Several years ago.
I mean, it's still gonna be like shit. It's always gonna
suck.
be. It's always gonna be some shit, but it's not gonna be this shit.
It's gonna be some fluffy shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be fluffy. Again, I say like a werewolf, fluffy.
Mm-hmm.
Not like a fluffy puppy, like a werewolf.
Dire wolf.
Yeah, like a fluffy dire wolf. So it's gonna have some bite to it, but it's still gonna be fluffy.
Oh, I don't have words left.
I know it's a lot.
Are we done?
We're done.
I
So
need-
again, if you haven't read the transcript and you want to,
Don't do it. Just don't do it.
I've kind of given you all the information you need to make an informed decision about whether
And,
the
guys,
you want
all
to.
the people that said they were like, you know what, we didn't listen to Alaina's warning and we read it. They regret it. So don't do it
So
to
don't do
yourself.
it.
You could just live the rest of your life and not read that transcript.
Honestly, living the rest of your life not having the words of that transcript
Would
in
probably
your
be
brain
your
at
best
all
bet.
is probably better for your mental stability because
I'm not reading it.
I read the whole thing. It's the most messed up thing I've ever read.
I'm
by
never
far,
reading it.
for sure. But
Not interested.
I mean, it doesn't stick with me because I'm able to kind of like compartmentalize it.
I'm
but
not.
I don't know if everybody is as removed as I am. So
I
don't
want it.
recommend it. Yeah, I just don't. But yeah, so that's that.
Thanks for listening.
And we'll be back in a couple days with another episode to fluff you up. And then we'll do our
We're gonna
we'll
be
have a
all up in
couple-
your grill.
we're gonna be all up in your ear meat.
Yeah.
So-
gross.
We got a fluffy up, then we got 2 collaborations coming at you.
Fuck yeah.
So we'll keep you updated on all that good stuff. And as always, thank you so much for listening. And we
Thank
hope
you.
you keep it
it
weird,
weird.
but not this weird.
Don't get that.
do
weird.
not keep it this weird.
Don't do
please.
that.
Just
Stop
don't.
listening if you're getting that weird.
Yeah, don't get that. Yeah, if you're
Seek
getting that
help.
weird,
Don't call Viagra. Call a
nope,
therapist.
do not call Viagra.
Call the hospital.
Call
Dial
someone.
911.
Yeah, there you go. Dial
Phone
911.
a friend at 911
Yep, always 911.
for sure.
Yeah.
Every time. So you can find us on Twitter at
A Morbid Podcast.
email us at Gmail.
At or morbidpodcast@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram.
At Morbid Podcast.
Find us on Facebook.
Morbid, a true crime podcast.
Donate
and
to our Patreon.
we have a Facebook group, so go join that because we're getting a few members.
Yeah.
And you guys can all chit chat and share cool stuff and entertain us.
Mhm.
So and donate to our Patreon at patreon.com/morbidpodcast if you feel so inclined.
I was just about to say that.
And we'll have more bonus episodes coming out to you soon.
For cheesy.
I think I want to make Ash watch House of a Thousand Corpses, so
You're
maybe that'll
an
be our next
asshole.
one. That one's a fun, campy adventure.
Okay.
It's real fucked up, but
I don't
it's real
want you to
campy
talk
too.
about adventures.
But yeah, I shouldn't use that phrasing.
Just don't.
But
Just don't do
remove that from my vocabulary.
Please.
But yeah, so
Peace out, bitches.
sleep tight. Do not
Let
build a toy box.
Yeah. I was gonna say, do not let the David Rays bite.
I was gonna say that too.
Ew.
I mean, don't do that either.
Or the Jessarais.
Oh, the Jessarai.
All
And
the
you know what? If you
Cindehendes.
run into Cinderhende,
Punch her in the face.
run the other way.
Yeah.
Because that bitch is strong as fuck,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
apparently.
I forgot about
So go
and
away.
just in prison just makes a bitch
Yeah, exactly.
stronger.
She was probably pumping iron, so stay away
You ever
from
seen
her.
Double Jeopardy?
Yeah.
Watch that.
That's a great. Bye.